Yeah, there's a former palace in Nanjing as well.
Not the same scale
It's similar. Not as grandeur as bigger as this one. It's also called the Forbidden City as well, but it's totally destroyed. Yeah, totally destroyed. So before the Ming dynasty established, that was the dynasty called the Yuan dynasty, established by those Mongolian people. They set up Beijing as their capital city too. And actually the Forbidden City was built on the original site of the ruins of the Mongolian Forbidden City or Yuan dynasty Forbidden City.
So how about Xi'an? I heard that Xi'an is also part of a very, very old ancient city as well.
That's right.
So is it part of another place for the palace?
That's right. Yeah, Xi'an, that's the old capital city of the country. I mentioned the first feudalistic dynasty, Qin dynasty. Yeah, Qin 2,200 years ago with a famous tourist attraction which is called Terracotta Warriors. So they set up Xi'an as their capital city back in the Qin and Tang Han dynasties. So they used it as a capital city for 1,000 years. Yeah, very famous place.
Was the Forbidden City in Nanjing, that was destroyed by the British, was it? They burnt, didn't they invade and they burnt?
No, nothing to do with the British people. But with another revolution took place at the end of the Qing dynasty. It's called the Taiping Tianguo. During that period,
That's when they destroyed it.
You know that about that part of the history?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. So that during that period, they occupied that place and fought against those Qing people, Qing dynasty. Finally, the whole city was destroyed at the end of the war. Okay, be careful with your steps. Be careful. Yeah, the same thing. Do you still remember the name of the painting? 1 or 2, excellent. 1 or 2, 11, 12. So this emperor, who is the oldest emperor, died at the age of 89 years old, whereas the average life expectancy for those emperors was only 41. 494 emperors, the average life expectancy was only 41. But he enjoyed longevity, died at 89 years old. Okay. And this emperor who died in 1799, there's a very important figure also died in 1799 in the United States. Very important figure passed away in 1799. The founding father of the United States, George Washington. George Washington and Emperor Qianlong, they died at the same year, 1799. Yeah, this emperor who lived at the period when the dynasty was at the golden age of the Qing dynasty. Okay, the best period of the Qing dynasty. But the thing is, who adopted the policy of closing the door to the rest of the world, which backfired a lot. Who thought that China was the center of the middle kingdom of the whole world? We don't need to learn those culture or technical stuff from the other countries. So they closed the door and ignore the fast development of the world, which backfired a lot. And that is why only 40 years later, after he passed away, China's door was first opened by the British Army. Okay.
Why did he close the kingdom like that? What was in his mind?
He thought that China was the center of the world. China has the best technology, best techniques. We don't need to learn the techniques from the other countries.
Because he sent out before him big ships that sailed in Africa, and
that was a long time ago.
And there was a general
that was
huge boats.
That's right. Before Columbus. Yeah, that was something took place around the time of 1400.
They brought back giraffes.
That's right. Giraffe, lion.
What do you call these trees in Chinese?
Willow trees.
Yeah, weeping willow.
Yeah, weeping willows, and those trees are called Chinese scholar tree. Those trees.
Need to come later.
Yes. Okay, here, let's walk over this huge threshold or doorsill. Do not stand on those threshold. That's okay. Yeah, you're supposed to now sit on that. Okay, this area has the best angle taking pictures inside of the Forbidden City. Inside in this area, either with that gate or the other gate at the background. Okay, so you.
Why should we not step on the threshold?
Yeah, for the for superstitious theory. Yeah,
okay.
That one used for keeping the evil spirit out of the building. Yeah, and also keep the family's fortune from sneaking away. That's the purpose of that threshold. Okay, if you want me or want my colleague taking pictures for you guys, just let us know. When it rains, the Golden River can also carry the rainwater out of the Forbidden City, so it is a part of the drainage system as well. Look at the marble pillars. It has 24 pensions, representing 24 solar terms throughout the whole year.
So they kept army here, but inside they kept an army here.
Yes, yes.
And where did they sleep in there?
That's a very good question. They work like the eunuch. Even the palace girls, they work inside the Forbidden City during the daytime, and the soldiers. They live outside the Forbidden City, in the Imperial City at night. Okay, here, let's take a look at this huge iron pot in the Forbidden City.
So it's been invaded many times. Occupied the city.
Here, no, only once.
Only once.
Yeah, only once in 1900. So this is the iron pot or the cauldron. So the cauldron used as the fire extinguisher in the Forbidden City, okay, to put out the fire. There used to be 308 such huge cauldrons standing in the Forbidden City, but now there are only 231 are left. And many of them were plundered away by the Japanese invaders in 1940s. And they didn't work very well because most of the buildings were burned down by those lightning-caused fire. And lightning-caused fire usually started from the top of the building. Okay, based on the inscription over here, could you please read this for us from right to left? Okay. 大明
弘治4年
御用集. Very nice. Good job. Good job. 大明 refers to the Ming Dynasty. Hongzhi refers to that emperor's title, who ruled the country for 18 years at the time of 1500. 4年, fourth year into his reign, they manufactured this huge cauldron. That was in the year of 1491. 1491, and in 1492, something happened. Yeah, Columbus discovered America, and in 1498, this Emperor Hongzhi, who invented the toothbrush. You can Google him. Who invented a toothbrush? His name will be popping out in your searching engine. At least he's one of those inventors. And this emperor was also the only monogamous emperor in China's history. 494 emperors, the only one emperor who married only one lady. No concubines, no consort, no pretty girls whatsoever. Very good husband. There's a fire pit stay underneath the cauldron where they set up the fire during the winter time to keep the water inside from freezing. Okay, so now we are heading into that courtyard, the major courtyard of the emperor.